This is also hard to believe. All is not well in the White House right now. You know, the president and his minions have been telling everyone who'll listen that the allegations that have now evolved into an impeachment inquiry are based on hearsay. Well, surprise, surprise, it turns out that is not the case at all. And the reason we know that is because yesterday, the Inspector General of the Intelligence Community, also known as the ICIG, this is a man who was appointed by Donald Trump. The inspector put out a statement debunking many of the president's claims, including his big one, that the whistleblower was citing second and third-hand information. To that, the inspector wrote, the complainant had direct knowledge of certain alleged conduct and that the complainant has subject matter expertise related to much of the material information provided. And as far as Trump saying almost everything the whistleblower said is wrong, he said the ICIG reviewed the information provided as well as other information gathered and determined that the complaint was both urgent and that it appeared credible. So it was urgent, and basically the IG gave the president an FU is what happened. So the inspector specifically says Trump and his supporters are wrong. The whistleblower had first-hand information that is credible and urgent, and now, in a normal situation, that would be the end of that. They would stop making this claim of hearsay, but in this case, we apply the fundamental theory on which the Trump presidency is based, the theory of inverse validity, which states that things that are true are false. And it works. For example, what if instead of having to worry about climate change, we could just say it isn't happening, the weather is fine? Or if the special counsel specifically said he did not exonerate you, what do you say to that?
It was a complete and total exoneration.
Right, amazing. And that's not all. Because the theory of inverse validity also means that things that are false are true. So it works in any scenario. Let's say you need your inauguration crowd to be bigger than it was, or a hurricane to hit Alabama, or to not have paid off a porn star you definitely paid off. Just do what Trump does. Just flip it on its head. And anything is possible. Suddenly, bacon is health food, Batman is real, and Fox News is news. It really isn't, because this old theory, this old outdated theory that two truths now add up to one false. And that's why Team Trump will keep saying the complaint is based on hearsay. And that's true, it is hearsay. And here's the guy who did the saying, right there. Donald Jessica Trump. So now that we know the whistleblower had direct knowledge, that likely means he was listening to the call. The question is, who is the whistleblower? The president is desperate to find that out so he can then commit even more crimes. But I don't know, how difficult could it be to find the guy? It had to be someone who heard the call. It had to be someone with knowledge of phone technology, someone maybe who has a history of disloyalty, which to me adds up to this guy. The nerd who flipped from Verizon to Sprint. Someone check him for a whistle right now. And just when he thought this situation in the Ukraine couldn't get any weirder, the president of Ukraine met with none other than Tom Cruise. That's right, that's Tom Cruise visited the president of Ukraine yesterday, which wasn't that the plot of at least 3 of the 6 Mission Impossible movies? So now Trump is facing a witch hunt and an Ethan hunt on top of that. And while this cauldron full of poison is burbling, while the rats are jumping ship, leave it to Sarah Huckabee Sanders to, did I say sandwich? It was a mistake, okay? Save your tweets. But leave it to Sarah Huckabee Sanders to emerge from her cave to put it all in perspective for us.
The real scandal here is all of the use of the vice president's office that Joe Biden took part in helping enrich his family. That's the scandal. President Trump shouldn't be getting impeached. He should be getting celebrated for actually draining the swamp.
Right. She's still got it, folks. She's still got it. Meanwhile, while one beloved former BS artist is back supporting the president, where in the world is Sean Spicer? Well done. John Travolta there. And Sean Spicer survived another week on Dancing with the Stars. The way things are shaping up, I think Sean Spicer's going to be on Dancing with the Stars longer than Trump will be in the White House. The president has been keeping busy on Twitter lately, but that's about all he's doing. Otherwise, he's just tweeting. First of all, he inexplicably congratulated China on the 70th anniversary of its communist regime, which is like wishing Bill Cosby a happy National Coffee Day. And he's been retweeting viral videos. I looked up his schedule today. Look at this. This is his schedule. He's completely free until 2 p.m. He had an intelligence briefing at 2, and then nothing until 4. And he met with the Secretary of Defense, and that's it. Guillermo, you have a busier schedule than that.
That's right, Jimmy, yes.
This morning, Trump tweeted this map, this totally inaccurate map that says, try to impeach this. So I guess someone got hold of a red Sharpie, too. He tweets stuff like this a lot, and I want to know more about all this nutty stuff he posts. Where does he find it? Where does it come from? So we somehow managed to get in touch with the guy who makes all the memes for the president's Twitter account. He's the social media director for the White House. His name is Bert Pretzi. And Mr. Pretzi, thank you for joining us here. Thank you.
Oh, no trouble at all. I was just finishing up this beauty.
Uh-huh.
It says Biden and Butthead.
Oh.
Get it?
Yeah.
I love it. That old bitch.
Well, that is funny stuff. But so, hey, how did you get this job in the first place?
How did I get this job? I got it the same way they give out most social media jobs. They hired the youngest person in the office.
Really? You are the youngest person in the office?
Oh, only by 10 months, but what can I say? I'm a meme machine.
Yeah, right.
Check this one out.
Uh-huh.
Mitt happens.
Uh-huh.
Do you get it?
Yeah, I do get it, yeah.
It's because Mitt rhymes with a different word.
Right, yes, I know. Yes.
It's
Okay, yes. Yes, it is. That's what I figured it was. So how does this work? Is it like Trump gets an idea for a meme and then you make it for him, or what?
That's right. Here's one we just collaborated on.
Oh, okay.
It's Rudy Giuliani and says, insane in the Ukraine.
Ah.
God, I love that song. Do you remember it? Cypress Hill is so ill.
Well, wait, I'm confused. Isn't Rudy Giuliani on your side?
You would think that, you brainwashed Hollywood trash baby. This one has already been faved by Lindsey Graham and Ted Nugent.
Okay, all right.
So I guess not.
That's a big deal. So you don't think it's wrong for the president to use his platform for childish jokes like this?
Of course not. I think it's great.
Oh.
We use humorous images to communicate complex political issues to the masses.
I guess that makes sense. I guess that
Like
makes
this one of Hillary Clinton's face in a cat's butt.
All right. Well, thank you so
Hey, I
much.
wonder if she hid the emails in there.
Thank you, Bert.
Insane in the membrane.
All right.
Insane in the membrane.
youngest guy in the office.
Insane.
If you like that video, then put a ring on it. Click the subscribe button below.